Yeah, my people, what's up? Welcome back again to another episode of the podcast, Run of Play, where we discuss everything football, especially the EPL. And wow, what a great weekend we had in the EPL this weekend. Man City won, Arsenal unfortunately withdrew. United scammed their way through getting the draw at White Hart Lane. Liverpool as well. I mean, they played City this weekend, they lost. So, I mean, it's only fair to ask my fellow panelists, David, how was your week and how was your weekend?
Week was good. This type of weeks where there's the Champions League midweek and then the weekend, serves you some exciting games. You were hoping for banter period during this time, but some people got late winners, some people got late equalizers. But it was a good week and it was a good weekend for the league. I mean, what seems to be like so much space is now everybody is between that 17 to 26 points now. It's now tight. But
Mm-hmm.
back to the Premier League that we love. You know,
And Jude, I can see that you're not putting on United jersey. Is it because you guys didn't win this weekend? What happened? How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
It's in the laundry. We need to address people's heads. So we are laundering them. I don't know what to say, but narrow escape. It was
Narrow
almost
escape. Narrow
another.
escape indeed. Narrow escape indeed.
We're lucky. At least we started the game well, but it's. We look forward to the next weekend. That's all I can say for now.
I mean, it's only fair we start from. I mean, we can call it the biggest game this weekend, which was the Manchester City versus Liverpool game that just finished, and Manchester City, of course, won. Which I think is bad news for Arsenal, if you ask me, in my opinion. So I'm going to start with you, David. How do you see the game, and what do you say about Man City? Are they Arsenal's true challengers for the title? Because it's looking that way at the moment. Because it seems they are the people that's going to actually challenge Arsenal, not really Liverpool. So what do you say about Man City and about the game?
yeah. For now, I mean, kudos to them. They got the job done. At the end of the day, they got over the line. And in a title race of 38 games, by game 11, all you need to do is, if you're not topping the table, keep as much pace with whoever is topping the table as much as possible, right? Put them
Mm.
on their heels, make them understand that whenever you drop points, we'll be there to pick it up, and we're right over your shoulder. And if there's anything that is good at doing that, is City. They've done this as the top team, they've done it as the chasing team, and they have that experience of seeing this through. So, good result for them. They managed to see the game up. A lot of us thought that Liverpool was back after their performance during the week against Madrid. You expected more from them, but as much as their midfield did relatively okay today, that defense is still clearly shaky. I mean, it's not like City were miles better than them, but you could see something with the City players. They defended together as a unit. You see that defense, they always helped each other out against the Liverpool attack. But every time City was attacking, even when they were only attacking with two players, you find out the Liverpool defense was all over the place. It was almost like they didn't know where each other were at certain times. So that defense is still a major problem for them. And you don't win titles with that type of defense. I fear Liverpool might go trophyless this season. And that's against my prediction at the beginning of the season when I said they were going to win the league. But I fear they might go trophyless.
You're not wrong there, Dave. I think this game gave me an indication that I don't think Liverpool will be in the title. I know it's still early. We're here to get to December, but when I saw what they did against Man City today, I was not impressed. To be honest with you, I expected Liverpool to come out with more fight, especially when the goalkeeper made that save. There are moments in game whereby something happens and it just sparks a reaction in the opponent or in the team. So that's what I was thinking. It was going to happen to Liverpool. They were going to wake up and you know what, take the game to Liverpool to Man City. But for some reason, they didn't change them. And the moment Man City went up, I think I was like, okay, this game is kind of, to me, is dead. And well and truly, you can say that Man City actually won the game. They were the best team, and the best team actually won the game because Liverpool didn't really play much. Apart from, I think Soboslai to me was like Liverpool's best player today. Every other player, like you said, their defense, Liverpool's defense is Konate, I don't know what's happened to Konate for some reason. I think maybe the speculation about Madrid last summer has really affected him, and he's so bad at the moment that he's lucky because the other guy, Liverpool, but Leon is injured for the season. So I think Slot would have probably benched him, but he has been really poor. So for now, I think Man City, I would say Man City are Arsenal's major rival right now because City, close City. One City, like you said, one City can keep close to you by December. Once it gets to the new year, City are a different beast altogether. City is the only team I know that can play from January to May without losing one game. Like they literally can go from January to May without losing a game. At least they've done it. We've seen it. They've done it countless times,
Yeah.
right?
Manchester United.
So that's why I was of the opinion that for Arsenal to win this league, I felt that we needed to by December or January. I felt we should need to be like at least 12 points ahead of Man City or whoever was
Everybody.
beating us.
Yeah.
I felt that was what we needed to do because if you check the two times Liverpool won the league over City, they were miles ahead of City by
The
January.
gap.
They were
Yeah.
miles ahead. So, and that's the only, to me, I think that's the only blueprint to beat Man City. Try and be as further points away from City as much as you can by January. Because by then, if once they see the point is too much, they might probably just give up. But if the points are close by or close or more, yeah, you're home because City is they're going to just drag you into the race and probably overtake if you're not serious. So that's why I felt that Arsenal needs to like, get more points over City. So I'm really scared. And Haaland is a beast. I can't say Haaland is not going to keep on scoring because he has been doing that since he came to Premiership. He has been doing that. So I can't bet against him not carrying out his form or carrying on his form. I'll come to you, Jude. How do you see the game against Liverpool for Man City? And Man City actually Arsenal's major rival, or is he count Liverpool as part of our rivals as well? And United too. You want to add United?
United are rivals. They're rivals. They're upcoming rivals. That's what
We don't drop coming here. Sorry.
We have played 5 unbeaten. Unlike Liverpool that has been losing. I think they probably have more losses than Man United. So we are
You're
better.
You're not wrong there. You're probably right.
So
That's true. That's actually true.
That's
why this league is weird.
I just think it's
Yeah.
the season that was open for Arsenal, but the way it's going from the Man City, they had a good game. Pep probably has been working on that defensive structure. That's the same way they played against Man U. They were a bit shaky because they were probably mastering it. Over time, they will get. That's the problem with games like this, is that you keep winning, and then it boosts your play, it boosts your performance, it boosts your confidence, it boosts everything. So you start believing. So for me, I won't throw City out of the title. Right now, they're even scared because I predicted Arsenal to win. And Haaland's number.
Are for you? To win the league?
I predicted Arsenal
I thought you gave United. I want to jinx Arsenal.
I think I gave United or 6th. That's what I gave United.
You gave United Europa League places.
That's what I gave United.
Probably
so for me, it's scary because Alan's number is scary. It's going to be hard. It's going to be an injury for him to stop this kind of form. And he doesn't look like a player that gets that easily injured.
Yeah.
So with that kind of player and a keeper, Donnarumma being there, and everything will just start clicking. That's where the problem is. The only prayer you have is let them lose in Champions League. If they can lose in Champions League, they can come to the league and struggle. And maybe one team will try and struggle them. That draw, and then maybe the next game, like how Liverpool slump started. But the way it is very scary. I think Arteta, maybe the thought of Arteta winning the league just woke Guardiola up. It's like, nah, my boy cannot win league over me. So that's where I think for Liverpool, they have to just have to focus on top 4. That's what I would tell them to do. They shouldn't.
For now. I agree with you. For now,
I feel like, was Isak injured? Or they just
he was on the bench. No, he was injured.
No, he's on bench. He
just come back from injury, so I understand why he was on the bench.
Because they seem to, that Wiz and Wiz probably does not understand. Like, he makes that center forward position to be empty. Yeah. So it's kind of confusing because Ekitike was playing on the left. Wiz was always coming back to the midfield, like as if it was more of an AM than an SS or a CF. So I feel like not having that presence in that center did not help them today. Not having that huge presence in that center did not help them today. It did not shake Man City's two center back. They stood their ground. Donnarumma was not shaky. Like they were just sending it. Man City made them move the ball to the left wing and the right wing, and it was easy to just block out. Nico O'Reilly was just thumbs up for him. He had moments where he pocketed Salah, and Salah was just tired of it. So I feel like they need to figure out a way to play with an actual striker. They should just forget about the league and focus on each game per game. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And they should invest in the market, and this is where their problem is going to be.
Again?
Guy, they invested 500 million now. How much you want to invest 1 billion in one season?
Their defense is gone. Their defense is gone.
We knew. I think that's why most of us told Liverpool that Liverpool will probably not win the league, because when we look at the defense,
the problem with the defense is that these are players that have won and played over the years. They've won titles. Their era is coming to an end. You're supposed to be ready. This is where it becomes shaky. It's not just only planning for attack. It's also that defensive structure. Yeah. So it's either they permanently find a DM and play a DM structure, or they go and work on the defense. That's the main, because Van Dijk and Konate always be calamity. And then the two flanks are always joining the middle. So it's not easy for them. Like,
true.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse today with Doku.
Yeah.
It could have been worse. It was just like they were not clinical enough to score. Even that penalty, I felt it was soft. The penalty.
It was soft.
It shouldn't have been, because Doku had the chance to pass that ball for somebody else to just tap it into the net. He wanted to do all those turnarounds.
You know what's so funny? If somebody had told me that Liverpool will struggle without Trent, given the fact that Trent is not good defensively, I won't believe it.
They even have Robertson.
It's not hard to believe, yeah, because sometimes, because you have the ball and because you're charging at your opposition, means they don't get the chance to come at you.
That's true.
Right? Trent was someone that was whipping in the balls, early crosses from deep.
Yeah.
Right? And then, as long as Liverpool attackers are getting fed the ball in your opposition area, you have to keep them occupied. You have to attend to them, to prevent the goal. And that prevented teams from attacking Liverpool. So that could have actually been the saving grace for that team, all the while. And I think they're going through the same phase that Man City went through last season, when they just suddenly realized that our players are old and they are past it.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think that's what they're going through too now.
True.
It's just sad that it's coming after they spend so much money.
Money, yeah. And it's looking as if the money is wasted, right? It's true.
Yeah.
You're right. So speaking of the other team that is topping the league right now, Arsenal, I would say I'm very disappointed at the weekend, because we're leading with 2-1 with 5 minutes to go. And I expected Arsenal being this great defensive unit, right, to see out that game. And then for some reason, our two most trusted soldiers, which is Gabriel and David Raya, decided to cause calamity and allow Sunderland to equalize.
Goliath be defeated.
And allowed Sunderland to equalize. And also, I don't want to blame Arteta here, but I feel, and this is one problem modern coaches are beginning to have, is that it's almost as if they always feel that once they are taking a lead, they can take out all the attackers and just defend through, which I feel is a wrong mindset, because you still need somebody up front to keep the attacker or the defenders of the opponents busy. Because if you just take out all your whole attackers, right, guess what's going to happen? You're just inviting pressure, and pressure, no matter how good you are, if somebody is pressurizing you for 45 minutes, 20, bro, if those guys are quality, and Tottenham have been quality this season, we can't deny the fact. I think their record speaks for themselves. I think they are one of the highest scorers in the second half, and the last 20 minutes of the league this season, they are one of the highest scorers as well. So not only do they score in the second half, they're also known for late goals.
Yeah.
So you have these statistics looking in the face, and you decide to, you take out Eze. I know Eze wasn't having the best of games, but he was still causing problems because he was holding the ball. If the ball comes to Eze, Eze will hold the ball, try to beat one, beat two, collect a foul. You need stuff like that. Rather than do that, he took out Eze and brought in Mascara, which was his only sub. And I was saying, bro, take out Saka. I know Saka was a little bit tired, because towards the end, you could see Saka was burnt out. take out, if you're taking out Eze, you can bring in Waneri, you can bring in Dalman, somebody that can, just give him the ball and he can take
Keep
the
them
ball, take
busy.
his own, keep them busy. But what did he do? He took out Eze and just started to defend. We started defending. In fact, we're just literally clearing the ball. That's what we're doing. We're clearing the ball. And once you're clearing the ball, to take Sunderland, that even sent Bala, the guy that scored, that defended the last shot that was supposed to use to win. Bala became a striker for them. That's to tell you how comfortable they became towards the end of the game. Bala, their center back, started becoming a striker. So I think Arteta got it wrong in this one a little bit. And also, I don't really blame him too much because all our attackers are injured right now. Gyökeres, Madueke, Havertz, even Martinelli is injured. So almost all our attackers are. Jesus is injured as well. So hopefully by after international break, I think Madueke is supposed to be back. Gyökeres is supposed to be back. I think also Martinelli should be back. And there are rumors that Jesus too is back because I think I saw pictures and videos of him training. Yeah. So he also is likely to be back. So hopefully that will help our attack because we really need those guys because our next fixture, I don't know what you guys know, it's Tottenham. I think Tottenham away, Bayern at home, and then Tottenham home, Bayern home, and then Chelsea away. So that's a really, really tough fixture in a week. So we need all those guys we can get. But right now I'm scared of Man City more than Liverpool because, like we said, City is the team whereby you need to give them points ahead so you have a chance of winning the league because they are a different animal when it comes to January. But right now I'm still confident Arsenal is still going to win the league, barring any stupidity from Arsenal. But I still feel confident we're going to win the league. How about you, Jude? I'm going to start with you. How did you see our game this weekend, Arsenal?
Jude, me or David?
Jude.
No, you said Jude.
Do you think Arsenal should be scared? Do you think you should be scared of City or
every
still?
disappointment?
I know you predict Arsenal to win the league. So are you still confident we'll win the league?
Every disappointment is a blessing. You have been disturbing me for past 5 weeks, so I needed that humbling to wake up to reality. So that
we didn't lose. We didn't lose, but it's okay. It felt like a lot, but we didn't lose.
My jazz about tomorrow, and it worked.
You didn't do it for United, but you did it for Arsenal. Okay.
United, I want it to flow naturally.
No, he did it for United. That's why United got that last minute.
Yeah, but they were leading now. They were leading with 10 minutes to go before they threw it away. So
for me, I feel like you guys had it was a tough one because Stadium of Light is not that easy place anymore like it used to be in the past. So I think I was hearing that they've not lost.
Yeah, they've not lost
in Premier League. Yeah, so it's not that easy. And secondly, I think probably why we won them at Old Trafford is because maybe the pitch is bigger or wider or something like that. They are a more compact team. Arteta also got it wrong at some point. That getting it wrong was what killed the game. You can't blame him. He just felt, let me defend, right? It's like 80-something minutes or so. Let me defend and have the goal. But that sub was like the wrongest because he now made Declan Rice to be switching. Declan Rice was left alone. Was not trying to switch between the midfield and the defense. So it wasn't easy for him to handle those players. But I got to see a weekend that's now at some point. So we know how to break in. So everybody will learn how to break in, and then we hope this continues so that everybody will
as Sunderland, they are cheats. They went to push up the advertising board. Bastard people.
They were targeting. They just use their antics and everything. So I think it's.
You notice all our set pieces against them were not good.
They actually bought experienced players to help.
Yes, them. They did.
Not like buying this one, that one, like what Nottingham Forest did and bought 22 different players that don't know.
They bought players that fitted their system. You're right. That's a good observation.
So that's another thing. So thumbs up to them, and Arsenal did their best. So you can't blame. They were worthy opponents. So I just feel like
they were.
Maybe it will be the start to good things for the other teams on the Manchester side.
Or it could be a good awakening for Arsenal too. So
Awakening. You don't want to awake. You were Disneyland. You don't want to awake. You were winning 5-0, 4-0, everything zero.
no, it could be a change because Arteta is learning this season to make some changes. Maybe next match now if we're 2-1 up, he won't do the kind of stuff he did this time around. So maybe, let's see. So it could be a good change for us. So and we didn't lose the game, but it felt like we lose. But David, how did you see the game? Do you Arsenal be scared of City or not?
Everybody should be scared of City if they get in gear. It's that one. That one is given, right? On paper, I mean, they just have talent everywhere in that team. I mean, we're talking about a team that played with two central midfielders as their wing backs today, as their left and right backs. A lot of people forget that O'Reilly is a central midfielder. Nunes is a central midfielder. People forget that. That's how good that team is. Yeah. But now back to the Arsenal game. Kudos has to be given to Sunderland. They're doing a great job. I remember watching them for the first time during the playoff final, right, when Jobe was still there. And, it didn't feel like a team that would do this impressive, work in the Premier League. And then we started hearing about their transfers, and you knew these guys mean business. But then again, it's one thing to sign the right players. For that to actually work is something different. You can ask Liverpool if you think I'm lying, But they've done that work perfectly. The players understand their assignment and they're executing properly. I mean, down to their groundsman doing whatever they did with the advert board. They know exactly what they want to do. But credit also has to be given to Arsenal. We've been lashing them week in, week out, saying, oh, Arsenal depends on set pieces, Arsenal depend on this, Arsenal depend on that. We saw a team frustrate Arsenal in the set piece department, and Arsenal got those 2 goals. In fact, by the end of the first half, Arsenal just one corner, and which is weird. Arsenal will have gotten about 3, 4 at that point. They came to really frustrate Arsenal, and I was seeing something online about how much time that the ball was actually in play. The ball was lowest this season. So Sunderland clearly wanted to frustrate every move of Arsenal. So credit has to go to.
I think first half we had like almost 10 minutes at that time, if I'm not wrong. It was like 10 minutes at that time, first half.
Yeah. So credit has to go to Arsenal for finding goals outside of set pieces. Yeah. Of course, the Gabriel and Raya need to be pinching themselves. Raya more especially. Yeah, I mean, for a goalkeeper that's not even considered shots on target in how many games, he was scored with the first shot on target he considered, and only God knows what was going on in his mind and what was going on in Gabriel's mind. I think the Arsenal defense has terrorized the league and has given the league such of this fear factor that usually strikers will not go for that ball that Brobbey went for. I think that's what has been helping that defense. That fear factor that these guys will kill you, these guys will tackle you hard, so you don't even go. But kudos has to go to Brobbey for just going for it. I'm going to go for this, and there's nothing you do. And he's the kind of striker that is built for that type of occasion, And talk about type of transfers that Sunderland made again. They went to go and buy a beast, a man mountain, really. I mean, who else do you think would fight Gabriel for that type of ball? It has to be someone like Brobbey, And so for me, credit has to go both ways. Yes, Sunderland saw the game through. It's not the result that Arsenal wanted, but they can take positives from the fact that it wasn't route one this time around. Somebody blocked route one, and Arsenal was able to find, other ways of scoring goals. So that's my take on it.
You're not wrong there, because if you look at Sunderland, even before Broadby, Isidore gave Gabriel. I think they're I think they're the first, apart from Haaland obviously, but they're the first team, besides striker wise, that gave Gabriel and Saliba a tough time. Isidore was a handful. Every time they cleared the ball top, the guy was either he controls it or he knocks it on. Like, they gave Gabriel and Saliba a tough time. They were the first team. And then when Brobbey came in as well, the same thing happened. So kudos to Sunderland. Like, I hope Arteta learns from this game, because this season he has been Every time he makes an error, he's learning and he's making adjustments. So hopefully, this game is going to serve as a lesson to him that when you come up against teams like this, you have to that this is what you have to this is what you have to do. So hopefully, it's a good sign for things to come because, like I said, we have some tough features coming up, and we need to collect maximum points. Let us move up to the guys that are maybe trying to sneak in through the back door.
Before you sneak
Challenge for the
in,
league.
before you sneak in, do you feel confident that after the next 2 games you might be here?
Arsenal will still be top. I'm confident Arsenal will be top after the next game. I'm going to beat Tottenham at Emirates Stadium. That's a given.
Okay.
I'm not scared of Tottenham.
Okay. I like your confidence.
It's United that should be scared of Tottenham. I'm not scared of Tottenham.
I wasn't scared.
We are bookmarking your comments.
Yes. I'm going to beat Tottenham and I'm going to beat Chelsea. So I'm not scared of Chelsea or Tottenham. So I'm going to.
So it's only Bayern you're scared of.
Well, I was scared of Bayern before, but
you don't have striker now.
No, my guys are back now. Without Louis
Diaz, Gabriel. You're using Gabriel to have hope.
No. Gokres is Gobert.
He's going to heaven. We'll send him back to heaven.
Madueke should be back. Even Kahava should be back, I think.
So for
Bayern,
the one I give you.
Before Bayern, I don't think Diaz is playing. I don't think Diaz is suspended for that game. So that should give me a little bit of confidence. But at the same time, I'm not really concerned about the Champions League because I already have 12 points. So
true.
Barring any slump.
Don't win it. If
barring any slump,
don't win it.
Barring any slump, Arsenal will still make. I believe we should make top 8.
Just be in top 4.
So I'm not really going to put too much. I've said it all season. I'm more concerned. The league is my priority, not the Champions League. I know we've never won the Champions League, but to me, the league is my bread and butter. It's what I want to win. Because the league, if you win the league, you are the best in the league. There's no debate. But Champions League, you don't have to necessarily be the best team to win it in Champions League. We've seen it down the line. Chelsea 4 years ago, they were not the best team in the Champions League, but they somehow found.
Well, you can win the league and the Champions League.
True, but like I think it's a third tax for Arteta to do that. That would be a third tax for Arteta. I don't want to put so much. He can win like the Carabao Cup and the league first, or FA Cup and the league, but Champions League and league is kind of I don't want to put so much pressure on Arteta. He has not won for like 5 years. That would be big. If he does that, kudos to him, but I don't see him doing that. And then speaking of, let's go to the team that is trying to sneak through the back door and maybe, who knows, maybe win the league. I don't know. Let's see the other side of Manchester, the red side of Manchester. The red side. Our United fan here decided not to wear his jersey today. I don't know why he didn't wear it. Maybe because he didn't win.
I'm laundering it. It's a long break.
But for the first time under Amorim, they've gone 5 games without losing. And you can see the game against Tottenham, they had the good fighting spirit against Tottenham to be able to come back, even when Tottenham were leading with, just like Arsenal's game. Tottenham were leading with like 4 minutes to go, and for some reason, United scored like the last kick of the game. So that shows a little bit of fight back. It seems the players now are actually beginning to buy into Amorim's system and what Amorim is all about. Because everybody is beginning to fight well. The defenders are playing well now. I don't hear so much. I don't hear so much banter about Casemiro, about Luke Shaw again. Everybody begins to praise them now. Even Luke Shaw that they saw, they're praising him right. Maybe Casemiro they say it's old. I'm beginning to see praises for Casemiro. So, Jude, I'll start with you as United fan, or let me start with David. Sorry. Do you think United are back in the title race, or in the title race, or they're just there for the ride for now? They're just there for the ride.
I mean,
they should focus on the Champions
mathematically, you can see that they are less than 3 points behind Chelsea.
Yeah, because if Sunderland is in title race, I can see United is exactly. So you're right.
Yeah, they just need a string of good results, and just the same way we've given kudos to Sunderland and to Arsenal, we also have to give to United. Bear in mind, they got that equalizer with 10 men. Got that equalizer.
Yeah,
one man down.
Considered
so it's not, and then they went behind too with 10 men. It's the United of the first 6 games of the season. That game is ending 2-1 or 3-1. I mean, United was leading against Chelsea with 1 man up. Then Casemiro got a red and it became 10-10. And the game it looked like Chelsea was the home team.
Yes, yes, he did.
You
You're
know,
right.
if that game had had maybe another 20 minutes, it would have been
10
a
minutes,
draw
10 minutes,
or
just 10
Chelsea
minutes
would
is even
have
okay.
won.
10 minutes is fine. Chelsea would have
You
won.
know,
10 minutes.
so you're seeing more resolve, you're seeing more fight, right, in the players. You're seeing the drive to win. You know, so I like that you said that they are buying into Amorim's play more. I think some of them are doing that. I've not seen so much from their striker. I think maybe um, Joshua Zexi should be given the chance to start more games. He seemed more like he was already indoctrinated into Amorim's plan
Yeah,
towards
which
the
was
end of
great.
last
Yeah,
season,
exactly. But he was playing more.
which
You're right.
felt great. So, but for whatever reason, he was dropped to the bench this season. So I'm thinking maybe that swap is necessary to also help Sheshko integrate into the league without the pressure, you know, of having to deliver, every game. I mean, if he's coming up the bench, he'll be doing it against tired defenders. Maybe that might just be the way, he gets in. But yes, kudos to the players, kudos to Amorim. You can see there's more fight, there's more spirit, and they're beginning to believe in the system. My fear still stands with using the same first 11 every time. What happens to your bench? How do they get match fitness? And then when you need to change games, when you bring those players from the bench into the game,
Mm.
what then happened? Which is also responsible for the way the game went, the way it went, yesterday. Someone who is not match fit came on, and we all know what led to Tottenham's equalizer. So that's still my fear for United. But I think 5 games unbeaten, it's not child's play. It's
So,
something that shows that there's some sort of improvement. And then this fifth one against Tottenham also shows a lot of character in the players. However, those loopholes are still there, those problems are still there, and one is beginning to spring up more than others, which is the match fitness of the players who are not playing. Because the more games, the further you go into the season, the more unfit they become,
true.
right? And then how do you bring them in to change games for you?
We'll
That's
buy
the
new
big
people.
question mark for
We'll buy
United.
new people in January.
I mean, it's looking as if Amorim doesn't
Oh my
trust.
god.
Amorim doesn't trust the bench players. That's what it looks like. Because the problem with these new managers, right? They rather play players they trust, even if that player is on one leg. They rather play that guy than their bench. You saw that with Arteta. That's the problem with these
Yeah.
coaches. Because they feel that those guys are more inclined to they understand their tactics, they'll follow it through and through. And like you said, when the other guys from the bench came on, the difference was clear. So those are the stuff they always fear about. So because those are always the stuff they fear about. So because we're seeing Mino 2 years ago, Mino was like talk of the whole town. All of a sudden, 2 years down the line, he can't even get a game. Like he can't buy a game.
Yeah.
A game.
He's also saying that Bruno Fernandez will start fighting for shit this season, that there will be rotation.
I mean, there are rumors they are probably going to sell him this summer, so that's
Uh,
possibly they're probably going to sell him. Jude, as United fan here, I'm sure you're delighted with the form your team is on. 5 games unbeaten. This is a team that couldn't buy
I'm not
back to back
delighted.
wins. All of a sudden now, you
I'm
guys
not
have gone
delighted.
you guys have gone 5 games without
I'm
losing.
not delighted because when you look at it, the points we are losing, we're leading, we lost 2 points. The other game we were leading, we lost 2 points again. When against Fulham, we're leading, we lost 2 points. That's 4 points. When you add it, you see how close we are getting. We are supposed to be like probably closer. So for me,
I
I
mean,
feel like
but Fulham's game is not part of the 5 games, so forgive
no, I'm
Amorim
saying
for that
like
one.
aside the 5 games, like games where we are losing crucial points, those are games that
Yeah.
we're supposed to win. Like yesterday, we were supposed to like it's a game that I saw more of Man U winning. But the problem is if Man U had the intensity and quick decision making like Tottenham players had, we'll probably kill that game.
Mhm.
Did you see the goal Tottenham scored us? The guy turned
Yeah,
quickly and just shot.
yeah.
The pass was quick, everything was quick. But when you give Mbuemo ball, you want to balance or Cunha, you want to walk with the ball. Like Tottenham closed that gap so quick. So your distance should be. There are times that we're on the right, we're on the left side. Ahmad is free on the right, and nobody can think of passing the ball so quick to him. Like send it to the middle and let somebody locate him if you can't do the pass. Like those changes need to happen quick. Don't hold the ball. Don't do all this. All you're doing is just creating more pressure by pushing it back. Do you understand? Tottenham probably sat. They didn't have clear chances to break in. Man, you had energy all through till like maybe like 60 or 70 minutes. And that's where that sub fitness and all those things come into play. Because it's now looking, I know these people are not going to play till like 90 minutes. Sometimes I even want them to just play those people till 90 minutes because I don't trust what is coming on. So
like your manager doesn't trust them, it's obvious. Yes.
The thing is, for me, I feel like if Amorim wants to play the people on bench, he has to change that formation. He can't force them to keep playing that midfield. If he wants to change it, they have to change the formation. Let's play maybe a 4-5-1 and hold the game. Do you understand? Or 5-4-1 and just hold.
So like when he's making subs, he changes like the way the team sets up.
Yeah, so that they can help those subs adapt easily. But if you throw them in, like those two goals, Ogate was you see that he was supposed to block the person that passed the ball to I think the person who gave the final pass to this guy. He did not. He was running all over the place. The goal against the last goal, I didn't even understand what he was doing. But I don't want to pick him and blame him. But it was just like he did not know the game plan was to run out and keep offside. He just kept him onside. So that being the case, I see changes, I see improvements, and I'm happy we have a good keeper too. But at the same time, there should be. Thank God Sesko is injured right now, so at least let people like get the game.
But you can say that. But I remember when Sesko wasn't playing initially, Zeki didn't play, so there's no assurance that Sesko will play.
No, the thing here is now is up to Amorim. I know he's going to start Mount.
That's true.
He's going to start Mount. That's forever his choice. He's going to start Mount, or maybe play Cunha up front. I feel he should play Cunha up front and play Mount behind. That's what I feel he should do. Cunha should just be up front and let us see if he can get shot on target. But for Zexi now to come, the only option for Zexi is to come in as a sub. If he comes in as a sub and performs, maybe there might be consideration to make him, because I feel like yesterday Zexi would have had more coordination, hold the ball, build up play, all those things. Like he has footwork with the ball and all those things. So that's what I felt, that those subs are the subs that we need, not the Ugarte to this thing. Like you can play a game where we are pressing more, somebody's holding the ball, the attackers are joining, and then maybe Casemiro will just sit and conserve his energy. Than bringing Ugarte who doesn't understand what is going on the pitch. You just change the whole dynamics, because now that position is missing. Bruno is going to try and run to go and cover for Ugarte. By the time Bruno is covering for Ugarte, his own position is missing. Everybody will just be playing up and down. We will not be holding our heart in our hands. So it's not good for us. That's what I feel. For me, I would like to see the next squad. So it's going to be after the break. We'll see what Amorim thinks. But I just feel like he should have that second. If he can have that second formation, we'll most likely be going home with our 3 points. He just needs to have that second formation that works for those guys. Meno can play, but Meno cannot play deep. It's the same problem. You can't run back. Meno does not understand. So for you to be playing Meno and Fernandez is already a calamity. Ugarte can run, but Ugarte does not have that. I don't know what happened to him this season. It's just a shadow of himself this season. So the intensity of Manchester players yesterday and they were too slow in their decision making cost us the game. That's what I feel from yesterday.
I mean, your coach said that Mino is a replacement for. He said he's competing with Bruno. So I don't see a situation where they play together.
If they had even made a mistake to put Mino yesterday, we would have probably not won that game.
So it's just weird, because when you see what happened last season, you think Zexi is supposed to be one of the first team on the team sheet. But I think with Zexi, like you said, Zexi is one of those players that like to hold the ball, silky. So I think in Amorim's mind, this guy is too risk. I don't want to take the risk with this guy. This guy will be losing the ball a lot. And managers at least they are so obsessed with having the ball, having control of the ball. And Zexi
But
looks like one of those
funny
guys
thing
that
is that he barely loses the ball.
yeah, but because of the way he plays, that's what I'm saying. He might not be losing, but the problem is this is the fear of the way he plays. That's the problem.
I just feel like it's this transition. The transition, he will slow the transition down. That's probably what probably will kill that. That's probably why maybe Amorim doesn't want to.
Well, now that Sesko is injured, let's see if he's going to trust Zexi and or he's going to
He will
go
shock
back.
you. Gabriel
He's going to.
Chidobe.
He's
Chidobe.
going. Chidobe is in the for. It's a forgotten. We don't even hear of him again. They say last season they just played him because there was no option.
Oh my god.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for him. So, dude, are you saying United is in in the title race or not?
I did not give you that. I did not say that thing.
I mean, but you guys are just 4 points behind.
Where?
You guys are 4 points behind City.
Let's do another 5 games win. When we do 5 games, we can add us.
So,
well, 5 games we will add us.
You guys are 7, but at the same time, you're like to me, you're literally.
I think our next futures are not bad. So hopefully,
so
we have Everton.
And not only that, remember you guys have 1 game a week. I don't know why you guys are not owning this shit. You guys have 1 game a week.
We have West Ham. We have Wolves, and then we have.
That's 4 points right there.
Bournemouth. So every 5 that we're supposed to win, there's always a hard last test.
No, at least from that point,
is a hard last test for the next 5 now. So let's see.
So you guys are supposed to own it, man. You guys are playing 1 game a week. The last team that did that, they won the league.
Owning it. We can own it. Amorim will decide what he wants to solve.
The last team I remember that had 1 game per week, that was a big team.
So you own it, Amorim disowns it.
Amorim it again.
The last team I remember that played 1 game a week and they were a big team that won. They won the league, Chelsea. They won the league playing 1 game
under
a week.
Coach.
Conte.
Thank you. Conte, Amorim, you want to.
So it's doable. It's doable. You have just 1 game per week.
Look at the squad that Chelsea has. You can't win anything.
I mean, the previous year they said the squad was crap, but
they still won.
Let's move to another team whereby who is just quiet. Everybody's just. I mean, a lot of people count them out of the title race, but I feel they should be in title race because of the amount of money they spent and the players they have. They decided to buy the players they wanted to buy, but for the amount of money they spent, I feel they should be in the consideration for the title, which is Chelsea. They beat Wolverhampton this weekend. I think they are 3rd in the table, 2 points behind City, and I think 6 behind us now, 5 behind us now. So, do you guys actually think Chelsea are in the title race or not, Jude?
I just think
well, they've.
Okay.
For me, I feel Chelsea is just taking advantage of the woes of the league. So, for me, if Liverpool is good, Chelsea will not be there. If Man U wakes up, Chelsea will not be there. They still have that missing piece that is very obvious. They can try to nick win against small teams. Chelsea will win this game, and the next 2 or 3 games, when they come back now, they'll probably win the first one and the next 2 because they have Champions League and all those competitions. It tells on the players they are not too experienced or they don't have that tenacity. And on top of that, they don't have a solid defense, and their keeper is a little above average. So those are factors that still play in them. Chelsea being in the title race will be them buying a solid defender, either 1 or 2, and Palmer coming back might get them that extra sharpness that they need to finish up, because it'll be difficult. That test against Arsenal will be what will also tell you, okay, are these people really a contender, or are they just buying time and doing what they do best? Let's rise up first, and then towards the end of the season they start slumping, and they will now wake up at the end when they are fighting for top 4. So that's what I think for me. What do you think, David?
Yeah, so yeah, looking at Chelsea, they've managed to string back-to-back wins, against Spurs, against Wolves, but then again they've gotten these wins against struggling teams, right? I remember at the beginning of the season when City, beat Wolves, and everybody said City was back. It took another 2-3 games for people to realize, no, Wolves is really bad. It's not like City was back, And then Spurs has been very horrible. 2 home games back to back against United and Chelsea. And even the players were annoyed, with their coach. Remember discussion we had last week. So, and like I said, you don't know the Chelsea team that you get every season, every game. It's a different team that turns up. And I like that you rightly pointed out their defensive woes. I think Chelsea has been heavily dependent on a very strong base in the midfield, right?
Yep.
A Moises Caicedo that has been a rock, and Enzo that covers just every blade of grass, and arrives late in the box, sometimes acting as the second striker, to support the offense. So that's really been Chelsea's rock. They're still missing their talisman, Cole Palmer, and then definitely they need a lot more quality hands in defense. I mean, for a team that is dealing in player trading, because that's what we call them now, you buy shares and then you sell them to take capital gain. That's what Chelsea does now. Chelsea is an exchange. Chelsea is a player exchange. For a club that is dealing in players, you wonder why they didn't see this coming, to get center backs.
They believed in
for their team, to get defenders for their team. So I mean, I'm not still convinced about Chelsea. Like I said, it's up today, down tomorrow, mid next game, right? It takes an injury.
Who don't you believe in?
So the head of the team would always determine. You can have quality players as long as the head of the team, the person who decides who plays on the day, what system they play, what setup they take. The person that decides that is key. And once he's out of it, everybody is out of it. It takes just one injury to either of Caicedo or Enzo,
and then
everything will come crashing. I mean, we said this at the beginning that an injury to Palmer would show us the true colors of Chelsea, and we started seeing it. Kudos to them for stringing up wins back to back, Spurs again and Wolves. But then again, are they going to be able to sustain it? I don't think so. I think if Palmer doesn't come back as soon as possible, they might drop further points. They should be able to make the Champions League again. I think they should be able to make the Champions League again. But I don't. I know you consider them a title challenger. I don't
consider them, but
to be honest,
I feel they should. I don't consider them, but
okay, because of how much they've spent, right?
Yes. Because remember, they chose to spend that amount of money on the players they bought. They could have bought other players with that money. They could have bought, for instance, I don't know, Seaman. They could have bought, say, a good winger, But they decided to spend 40 million on Garnacho. They could have spent the money on something else. They decided to spend 40 million on Gittins. The problem is not the money. The problem is that they decided.
So that's the thing. When Sunderland was buying players for a purpose, they were buying for another purpose, and that's the problem of having equities traders, securities traders, investors, capital market investors.
Profit.
Owning your team. All they're thinking about is, okay, so buy this guy now. When his stock goes up, so sell him. Capital gains. That's what they're using the club to do. To be honest, So they're not. Hopefully they do business in January. Let's see. Are there quality center backs, available? I don't know.
There always is. I feel there always is. Just you take your scouting and money, you get good center backs. So I don't think that's the issue.
Go and sign Rudiger back.
Funny enough,
it's better than the one they have.
No, you're not wrong. I was about to say that. Funny enough, this is the period Chelsea needs somebody like a Rudiger.
This Rudiger?
No.
It's better than what they have.
Rudiger. I think they missed Thiago Silva.
Yes.
I think they really missed Thiago Silva's leadership.
Yes.
The experience and leadership. Rudiger now, I'll be glad to see him at Chelsea. They will just I was predicting Champions League. They will just lose that Champions League if they can't get Rudiger now.
Yeah, like with Chelsea, it's just
Chelsea to win Champions League.
I mean, no, to qualify for Champions League. I was still saying that they they were able to make
At least you run around the
Champions
pitch
League
now when
spots.
when they win the Champions League ball, you
I
run
mean,
around the pitch.
we're talking about Van Dijk and Konate, not being up there
the back.
anymore.
Yeah.
Rudiger is way below that,
Yeah.
below that at the moment.
I think Chelsea is just a weird. They're just a weird ass team. You don't know what Chelsea you're getting. This week they are superb.
Yeah.
Next week they are crap. They're like this. So you don't really know what. You don't know. Even their fans.
What
their
you
fans,
get.
Their
Don't
fans
know.
are not
The
even
fans
yes,
don't know.
They're not
because you ask
confident.
their fans, are you guys in the title race? They'll tell you, oh, I don't know. Like how would you know? You're supposed to know whether it's title race or not because you can't spend almost 2 billion and you know
When you actually think that they will win, they lose. When you actually think that they will win,
They lose. They then win.
Chelsea's a very weird.
You don't know the
very
Chelsea
weird
team that you get.
Yeah. They're a very weird team
But
as
the
well.
thing I know about them is that when they really need to win that game, they win it. They wake
Or
up
when you
and
write
win.
them off.
When
you write them off
like
completely.
if like the top four, we wrote them up. They won it because they need to win. And it's not the first time they are doing it. They've been doing it back to back.
I mean, Nottingham Forest cost it, but you're right though. Nottingham Forest cost it, but you're right. So I know we're diving, but like this week is international break, right? And we all know what is coming up this week. I mean, we all hope and pray. I don't know about Jude, but I'm praying that Nigeria goes to the World Cup, right? And this week we have the intercontinental, the playoffs or the African playoffs, right? We're playing. I think it's Gabon, if I'm not wrong, and we're all playing in Morocco. So, David, do you think Nigeria can actually qualify, beat Gabon, and beat whoever we're going to face from the winners of, I think it's Cameroon and who's Cameroon playing? DRC Congo. Do you think Nigeria can make it from Africa?
So just like the discussion we just had about Chelsea, Super Eagles is in that same WhatsApp group. You don't know the Super Eagles that will turn up.
Just to cut you off, they said with Super Eagles you need your Bible and your medical beside you. Your Bible, not be Quran. Like if it's Quran, you carry your Quran. If it's Bible, you carry Quran. Then you need your medical listing beside you because those are the two things that can help you. So like you don't die.
You don't know the Super Eagles team that will turn up. Is it the team that turned up against Benin that you get, or the team that played against Zimbabwe a few months back?
True.
You don't know what team that turns up. Do we have the quality to see off Gabon? Yes. Right? Will they put up a fight? Do they also have the quality to put up a fight? Absolutely. Right? The team is a good team. They have some experience. But do we have what it takes to see off the game? Yes. But Super Eagles being Super Eagles would do what Jude said Man U has been doing to him. Carrying his heart up. So you just brace for that. You enjoy the game, you watch it, and hopefully, we get the results that we need. I'm thinking it might go to penalties. That's what I think.
I don't want that heart attack.
I just think
that's a heart attack I don't want.
I think we might progress on penalties. Let's see. But you can't put your money on the type of Super Eagles that you get, per time. But one thing I would take from So one thing I'll take from this weekend is a lot of our players lost for their clubs. In fact, nearly all of them. Galatasaray lost. Atlanta.
Yes, I saw that today. I was surprised. I saw that stuff today.
Fulham also lost. All of them lost. So hopefully they carry that, they carry that disappointment, and energy. Hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see.
That was the question I was about to ask you. That do you have any injuries to any of our major players or not? Is it a fully fit squad? Because I think they've released the squad, right?
Yeah, they have released the squad, but it's not. I'm not sure if you ask our coach, it was the squad he wanted. Some players were out, suspension. I know Semi Ajayi picked up a yellow in the last game that ruled him out of the first match against Gabon. But if we win Gabon, I think he's eligible to then play.
Semi Ajayi that almost gave that attack. Let him go and sleep. It's not him that almost caused them to equalize against. Is it Rwanda we played? It's him now. Him and the goalkeeper.
Yes, but that is goalkeeper. In terms of injuries, someone was supposed to be a debutant. Akin Samiro, he plays in Serie A for.
They got a place. Yeah. Yeah, I think
but
I
he
saw
got
that guy.
injured. He got injured over the weekend, so
Oh, sure. Because there was so much hype around that
he's
guy.
yeah, I believe
I
he's
kept on
been
seeing his name on Twitter.
replaced. I don't know. I think yeah. So I don't know if we have any other injuries. I don't know if Chukwueze is back. He was injured, so I don't know if he's back. If he's going to be able to make the trip. I think those are the only casualties I know of, apart from the ones we had against Benin. The Olaino who
Yeah, I mean, now down
was
to the
injured the
press.
last time he came. Yeah. So
What
I
of
don't know
this?
of any
What
other
of this guy? I've not seen
injuries.
him. This guy that played at right back when Olaina was injured during the Nations Cup. Bright something. Was he Oseji or something?
Osai Samuel.
He used to play for is it
He's
Galatasaray
playing
before?
Turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in championship now with Birmingham. I think recently he was called up, but he was on
Mm.
bench as well. So I don't know. I've not seen the call up list because he kept on changing as players kept on getting injured. We kept on removing names, and I've not seen the final call up list. To be honest, I really don't want to see the call up list. I just want to see the final score. At the
That's
end of the
all. That's
game,
all.
I really just want to win. That's all.
Yeah. Like Nigeria cannot afford not to be in the work. Like 48 teams in Nigeria, that's poor. That's really poor on our side, man. And the World Cup in North
People should
America
go.
without Nigeria is bad.
You
It's
should
bad
go
for
to
FIFA. It's bad for Africa.
go to Twitter like the last time I will lambast them so that they can wake up. Put fire in their nyash. All of them.
Do you think Nigeria can? Do you think Nigeria can go through?
Can. They still have intercontinental. We don't know who will meet there.
No, at least like from that.
This one.
Let's cross one. Let's cross
Let's
one
pray
first.
that Cameroon comes out so that we'll just pass through.
Let's cross one first. Can we be the African representative? Because now what we are playing for is the African representative. So can we be the African representative?
It's not that difficult It's not that difficult. Winning Gabon, they are strong opponent, but we can do it. That's for sure. Is the momentum of the players one. And then now that we don't have South Africa again, let's know if Mwabali was a paid agent or not. He can now wake up and restore his name and dignity. So
but this other guy is back. The other guy that was suspended is back. So that might be a healthy competition.
Mwabali is good. It's just
but
that he was doing some stupid.
Because he didn't have competition now.
Errors.
That's what competition makes you get
better,
right?
but Okoye being back, I don't know. It's not okay. Oh, he really had a good game last weekend. He kept a clean sheet. I was worried for his match fitness.
Is it one leg?
But he came.
Yeah, it's one leg. It's one leg. So
it's one leg.
It can't make errors, bro.
If they know they can't qualify for the World Cup, let them just end it now. Let us forget that. I'm not going to follow them.
Let them break our heart down the line, right? You're right. Let them break our heart down the line.
Let just call. You're
right. Let the heart break be early enough. You're not wrong, Chai. You're not wrong.
But I will start from here, play Cameroon. Then this year,
losing match when we are almost at the finish line.
Intercontinental now goes to a small thing that Nigeria is supposed to finish. You now come and be seeing us play rubbish.
But with the whole tour I saw, right? If Nigeria is able to qualify from Africa, I think we'll make it, because I don't think we're going to skip some rounds. We're only going to play the final.
We're going to skip one round. We'll just play one.
Yeah.
Just play one team.
And it's probably, if you look at it, maybe Bolivia, one of these teams from. So I feel we should go to beat
Bolivia. No, I doubt it will be Bolivia.
I doubt
it will be Bolivia. We will not be playing the higher ranked teams.
Even if it's an Asian team. Even if it's North America. Even if it's North America, I feel Nigeria should beat any North American team we are going to face. Because we're not going to face Canada, we're not going to face USA.
That team now that was I was playing that team that we're supposed to play would have been a useless team. They would have beat us. So let them end it here now, so that misery will not go far. I cannot carry my hand. The penalty this one.
I feel Nigeria is going to make the World Cup, even though it should the back door. But I feel we're going to make it. I expect the players. I expect the players to know that now it's a period of no more errors. Any error now you're out. So I feel they will take it serious and they'll qualify. And they know what's at stake. I mean, if Osimhen doesn't make this World Cup, that's how many World Cups he's missing now? 3? 2018. I don't think he made 2, right? And he's getting old. Imagine a player of Osimhen's caliber doesn't go to World Cup. That's not good for him.
He should go to Grenada. They'll give him.
So I feel the players know what is at stake, and I feel they will make it. They will make Nigeria proud. So
Yeah. Hopefully.
So guys, let us know. Do you think Man City are the major challengers for Arsenal, or you still count Liverpool or the pretenders United that don't want to involve themselves, but they think well behind closed doors they say they're in title race, but
Chelsea
they don't
that is
want to,
above us did not
they don't want
involve
to come
themselves.
out and claim
It's
it.
Manchester United that is finding
Yeah, Chelsea also is in title race. Forget what their fans say. Chelsea is in title race. So
Sunderland
let
is in
us
title race.
know if Arsenal should be worried about City, or you think Arsenal is still going to win the league.
Ask about me.
Oh, or let us know. And
You're
then,
worried about Manchester United.
unfortunately for us, the international break is upon us. We're going to have 2 weeks of no competitive football club-wise. So you guys should keep yourself busy.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's 2 weeks now because remember it's 2 weeks time.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks, so it's 2 weeks break. So keep yourself busy. Hopefully, our nations or whoever you support as country makes the World Cup, because that's what it's all about. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care.
Bye, guys. Don't forget to
Subscribe and like as well.
and comment.